Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. So today we're going to be looking at all the latest stuff happening in the AI world.
Mm-hmm.
I've been scouring like Twitter, Reddit, even some newsletters,
Oh, wow.
trying to pull out, the most interesting stuff,
Yeah.
things that, we can really learn from and that are going to be actually useful going forward.
Right.
So first off, Anthropic just released Claude 3.5.
Oh, cool.
They're going through names for this thing faster than I go through coffee in the morning.
Really?
We had Sonnet, Haiku, what's next? The Limerick edition? I don't know.
Right.
But putting the names aside, the biggest news here is that it can use computers just like a human can,
Oh, wow.
which is kind of wild.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, instead of being programmed for specific tasks, it's learning general computer skills.
Oh, okay.
So theoretically, you could ask it to do, anything on a computer that you could do. Edit a video, analyze data, even design a website.
So it's not like we're giving it specific instructions. It's more like we're giving it a goal and it figures out how to use the tools to achieve it.
Exactly.
That's amazing, but also a little bit like, whoa, what could go wrong here?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely raises some questions about safety.
Yeah,
I mean, how much control should we be giving AI?
right.
Even Anthropic, they admit that, the computer skills are still like in development. Things like scrolling and zooming are still a bit tricky for it.
Oh, really?
But, they're expecting rapid improvements.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's going to be really important to kind of stay informed about the risks
Yeah.
as this technology gets more powerful.
Definitely. And speaking of getting more powerful, we've got Stable Diffusion 3.5 also making waves. Better image quality, improved text understanding. It's like they just took everything we loved about the previous version and cranked it up to 11.
Yeah, and they've made it more flexible too. You can now choose between like a large model with 8 billion parameters or a medium model with 2.5 billion.
Oh, okay. So depending on what you need, you can pick the right size for the job.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And SD 3.5 also boasts better training stability, which is great for anyone who wants to fine-tune the model for their specific needs.
So you can really get it to like understand the nuances of what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can get even more tailored and accurate results depending on the task.
That's awesome. Now let's talk about something that could save you a ton of time. FastApply. This tool basically uses the Qwen 2.5 coder model to apply code updates from, advanced AI models directly to your files.
Oh, wow.
It's like having an AI assistant that does all the boring code updates for you.
Yeah, the speed is what's really impressive. We're talking 340 tokens per second for the 1.5 billion parameter model.
Whoa.
Yeah, so, that means imagine updating an entire project's code base in, like, minutes.
That's what?
It's a huge time saver.
Wow.
And it allows developers to, like, focus on the more creative and strategic work.
Absolutely, yeah. And I love that it's open source. Anyone can use it. Anyone can contribute.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So speaking of saving, let's talk about money.
Okay.
One developer built this tool that compares the cost and performance of, get this, over 200 AI models.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, some models that give you like similar quality results have wildly different prices.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like take the Qwen 2.572B model.
Okay.
It performs comparably to Claude 3.5 Sonnet, but it's 94% cheaper.
That's a huge difference.
Right, 94%. It makes you think, like, are we overpaying for some of these AI tools?
Yeah, for sure. This price difference might be due to, like, the way each model is trained or the data sets they use or even just the company's pricing strategies.
Right.
Yeah,
it's definitely something to consider. This comparison tool, like if you're using AI regularly, it's worth checking out.
Absolutely.
Now, on a more serious note, there's this really disturbing report about a 14-year-old who took his own life, and it's been linked to interactions he had with an AI.
Oh, wow.
And it just, it brings up all these really heavy questions about, like, the ethics of AI and the potential risks.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation. And it's a good reminder that, while AI can offer companionship, it's not a replacement for human connection.
Right.
And, for some people, relying too much on AI interaction could actually make things worse, worsen feelings of isolation.
That's a really good point. Yeah, as AI gets more advanced, we need to be really careful about how it affects people's mental health.
Exactly. We need to think about, not just the technological advancements, but also the potential downsides, like What are the things that could go wrong? What are the unintended consequences?
Right. And having these open discussions, talking about responsible development and the ethics of all this, like that's more important than ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hashtag TTS The Deep Dive, episode 2024-1024,
Yeah.
part 2 of 3. Yeah, it's a really stark reminder that as AI becomes more and more a part of our lives, we need to be having these conversations,
Right.
about like the ethical guidelines, the standards for how we use it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're in uncharted territory here.
Yeah.
But like the good news is there are some really great tools and resources popping up
Right.
to help us understand and use AI responsibly.
Yeah.
Like that tool we talked about, comparing the cost and performance of different models. It's super helpful for like actually finding the best value.
It goes beyond just the cost though, right? Like
Yeah.
these tools often give you insights into like model's performance, the data privacy policies,
Oh, okay.
all sorts of factors that are really important when we're talking about responsible use.
So it's not just about like, oh, this one's cheaper. It's also about like, is it doing things the right way?
Exactly. Like it's like having a detailed report card
Oh, okay.
for each AI, so you can make informed choices about which one's actually right for you.
It's like having a personal AI advisor, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just for individuals, right? Like this is important for businesses, organizations,
Oh, for sure.
anyone who's trying to like really integrate AI into what they're doing.
Yeah, because it can help them, avoid overspending on features they don't need, capabilities they don't need.
Right.
Make sure they're getting the most bang for their buck, basically.
Right. It's about finding the right tool for the job, like with anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about where these conversations are actually happening.
Okay.
Online communities are like buzzing, right? You got AI enthusiasts, developers, researchers.
Yeah.
Discord in particular has become like a central hub for all things AI.
I mean, what's really interesting about Discord is just the diversity of perspectives you find there.
Right.
You've got hobbyists who are just tinkering with open source models.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got, industry veterans sharing insights from like cutting edge AI applications.
Right.
Like a real melting pot of ideas and knowledge.
But it's not all just like technical discussions either, right? There are like whole channels dedicated to AI ethics, safety, the societal impact, all of that.
Right.
It's encouraging to see that like focus on responsibility built into these communities.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like take the AIDR community, for example.
Okay.
They're actively talking about ways to improve the performance and the safety of AI-powered coding assistants. They're like really pushing the boundaries, but they're doing it in a way that's like...
Thoughtful.
Yeah, with ethics in mind.
And then on the coding side, the open router community is going crazy over Claude's ability to control computers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're already like experimenting with ways to integrate it into their workflows and seeing if they can automate like really complex tasks.
I mean, it shows how open source communities are like really driving innovation. They're the ones pushing the boundaries of what's possible, sharing their findings with everyone.
Yeah, and it's that collaborative environment that's really pushing things forward so fast.
For sure.
It's not just Discord though, right?
No.
We're seeing the same kind of energy on Reddit, Twitter, even like specialized forums and newsletters.
That's like the whole world is like waking up to the potential here.
Yeah, and that interconnectedness, that's really important, I think.
I think so too.
For like fostering collaboration, addressing the challenges of AI development together.
It's a reminder that, we're all in this together.
Right.
Figuring out how to navigate this new landscape.
Exactly. We need to be learning from each other, sharing our wins and losses, and working together to make sure this benefits humanity, not just a select few.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of wins, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the amazing advancements that show how AI can be used for good. Like, for example, the development of DreamCut AI, a video editor that was built from scratch using Claude AI.
It's insane.
It shows like how AI can revolutionize creative fields.
They built that thing in 3 months, right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Over 50,000 lines of code it's already showing. Like so much promise.
I mean, imagine having an AI that understands your creative vision.
Yeah.
And helps you bring it to life in a video.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It's incredible. And it's not just creative fields, right? AI is also making waves in more like practical domains.
Oh, like customer service.
Yeah, like AIDR's multi-agent concierge system.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's this super smart customer service bot that combines AI with human collaboration to give like a really personalized and efficient experience.
Right. It's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Now, this is a little bit of a different topic, but there's this really interesting discussion happening on Eleuther AI
Okay.
about the explainability of chess moves made by AI.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, even top chess players have trouble understanding the logic behind some of the moves.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the AI is thinking in a completely different way.
That's both fascinating and a little bit unsettling, right?
It is, yeah.
It's a good reminder that even when AI is outperforming humans, its decision-making processes can be like incredibly complex.
Right. If we're going to trust AI to make important decisions, like in healthcare or finance,
Right.
we need to be able to understand how it's getting there.
Exactly. And that's why research into AI interpretability is so
Okay.
important.
Yeah.
It's about like bridging the gap between human understanding and AI reasoning
Yeah.
so we can trust and utilize this technology effectively.
So it's not just about the AI being good, it's about us being able to understand why it's good.
Exactly. If we don't understand how it makes decisions,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to really embrace it.
Makes sense. Speaking of trust, there's been some drama in the chess community recently with people being accused of cheating
Oh, really?
based on like move explanations given during live commentary. So AI is shaking things up, even in a game as old as chess.
This just shows that as AI becomes more powerful, we got to be ready for the unexpected consequences and, adapt our rules and our approaches accordingly.
Right.
It's not just about the tech. It's about how we weave it into our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've talked about all the cool advancements, the potential risks, the importance of being responsible.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about the fen side of AI.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like opening up so many possibilities for creativity and entertainment.
Yeah, we're seeing everything from like AI-generated music and art
Right.
to interactive games, virtual companions.
It's like a playground for the imagination.
It is, yeah.
Like someone built this AI GeoGuessr bot
Oh, cool.
using multimodal vision LLMs.
Oh, wow.
It can actually play the game, like autonomously.
That's amazing.
It uses AI to analyze images and guess the location. It's incredible.
And just to clarify for our listeners,
Yeah.
multimodal vision LLMs, that means the AI models can understand and process information from like multiple sources,
Okay.
like images and text at the same time.
Gotcha.
So this bot is basically looking at the images in GeoGuessr
Right.
and using its knowledge to figure out where it is in the world.
It's mind-blowing. And it's not just about games, right? These AI systems are creating stunning visuals.
Yeah.
Generating realistic animations, composing music.
So it's like having a whole creative team at your fingertips.
Right. And this is where that collaborative spirit of the open source AI community really shines.
Oh, for sure.
We see projects like Fast Apply, streamlining code updates, tools that help you find the best value.
It's amazing.
It's really a testament to the power of like collective innovation.
Yeah.
And that collaborative approach, that's what gives me hope for the future of AI. Like by working together, sharing what we know, putting responsibility first, we can really use this power for good.
I couldn't agree more. The future of AI is like really in our hands.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to shape it wisely.
Now, before we wrap up, there's one more thing I want to touch on.
Okay.
It's something that's been coming up in a lot of online discussions, and it's got me thinking. Hashtag TTS, the deep dive episode 2024-1024, part 3 of 3. This whole idea of AI agents, like a personal AI that can handle tasks, make decisions, interact with the world for you.
Oh, yeah. AI agents.
Yeah.
They're definitely one of the most exciting things happening right now.
Right.
Like potentially really transformative.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing them everywhere. Like, we've got coding assistants like Aider.
Right.
Tools that can control your computer like we talked about with Claude.
Yeah, it feels like something straight out of a movie,
I know.
Like, it's wild to think about.
And they're only getting smarter, more capable.
Right.
Like they learn from their interactions, they adapt to new situations. Some are even collaborating with each other. It's crazy.
So, like, paint me a picture. What could this actually look like in our lives?
Okay, so imagine you have an AI agent. Oh, it manages your schedule, books appointments, handles your emails, maybe even helps you with creative projects.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Right? Like, think of all the time and energy you could save.
I mean, it sounds incredible, but, there's got to be a flip side to this.
Right.
What about privacy, security?
Yeah.
Could these agents be used for, like, bad stuff?
Absolutely. You're right to be cautious. I mean, like any powerful technology, we have to make sure they're developed and used responsibly. Strong ethical guidelines, safety measures, Transparency and accountability are key.
So we're not just blindly trusting these agents, we're making sure we understand what they're doing, why they're doing it.
Exactly. And having those open conversations,
Mm-hmm.
about the risks and benefits.
Yeah, and it's not just about the tech itself, right? It's about how this all fits into society.
Right.
Like, how will these AI agents affect how we interact with each other? Could they lead to new problems, new inequalities?
It's a really important point.
Mm.
Like, these are questions we need to be thinking about now, before it's too late.
Yeah, it's a call to action for everyone, really. Developers, researchers, even just everyday users. We all need to be part of this conversation about the future we want to create with AI.
Couldn't agree more.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm feeling like excited, but also a little bit cautious. The progress is amazing. The potential is huge, but we got to be careful, thoughtful. We need to make sure AI is used ethically, responsibly for the good of everyone.
Perfectly said. The future of AI is in our hands. So stay curious, stay informed, stay engaged.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's all for today's deep dive, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of AI.